crying out loud! Ah! Now they're down! G'day. Today we are going to be doing what I am calling run and gun. And the simple idea is, can I load, pack, and accurately fire a hand cannon after doing all that while running? For what we use today is a 65 caliber hand cannon and the 60 cal ball shot that I made in the past. We're going to go back to that. Nothing too fancy, nothing too unique. Just keep it really straightforward and simple. Gonna use a few different methods for holding the powder horn to fill. One by leaving it attached over the shoulder, and then one by holding free with the hand, just to see if it makes a difference. The target is just a bunch of tin cans, and any kind of mistakes I make in the process, I'll keep in the video. Reason being for that is any kind of mistakes that happen during that are actually fairly accurate to the time period for such a shot, because it's gonna be a rush shot. The concept behind it is the column I'm in, I'm a handgunner. The column I'm in, the camp I'm in is getting ambushed, and I am running out from my position there, whether I be in my tent sleeping or marching in the column, running out towards the enemy, loading my weapon to get off one clean shot, but I don't have time for a reload, so it's straight to the sword. So I ditch equipment on the go. If I drop anything on the go, that would be acceptable in this type of scenario because I'm trying to just get one clean shot off and straight to the sword. For equipment, I have my shot pouch, and normally this is where the shot would be. However, during some of the test runs I was doing, it wasn't working out. The hole was way too small to get in and grab the shot out of it. So it's holding the little torch I'm using. The torch does have a few issues right now because it's getting low on fuel. So that actually will simulate to how I would have been using match cord to actually light it. The reason why I'm not using the slow match is because the spark is more likely to set it off prematurely than a torch is, and I'd rather keep it safe for now, even though I'm trying to be as accurate period as possible. That's the one thing that I am definitely going to be very anal about. For the start, the fuse will be in the hand cannon at the beginning. Other than that though, the hand cannon will be empty, only primed with the fuse. No powder, no ball, no wadding. Once the ball and wadding is in, I'll be using the ramrod to get everything pushed down in place, and I will attempt to put the ramrod back in place. If I can't, I'll be just dropping on the ground. Then I take my shot. So we're gonna get into it and see how well we do. So for this last shot, changing up the process just a little bit, in place of having the powder horn wrapped around my shoulder, what I'm going to be doing is running with it free. Was having a little bit of difficulty of getting it up high enough to be able to pour the powder into the barrel. And the idea of all of this is like what I said in the beginning, where it's just trying to get off a single start volley. So we're gonna get started again and see how well this next shot goes. Hopefully we can get enough powder in, because the first shot was even struggling with the powder. So we had a number of shots. I had to move closer just to try to make it actually hit. I had one hit at the distance I was running initially, and another hit towards the end at that secondary distance I was going to, which was about 5 feet closer. It's a lot more difficult than the movies make it look. It's not that easy to be loading and firing. As I'm going, my arms are getting pretty tired from trying to keep them steady enough to fire, so I'm not as steady with my hands as I normally am when firing, such as when I do the armor tests. With those ones, I'm rested, I'm ready and able to fire, so that explains why it's so much harder to make this work. The secondary thing I noticed was while I'm firing, the process of loading is not easy, trying to ensure that I get all the powder with the correct count in. It's a lot harder when moving than it is when standing still. It's probably because the powder, as I am putting the horn up to pour, the powder is probably bouncing up and down with the horn, so it's not getting a full continuous load going. So that's why I was having trouble with getting a full powder load, as well as a couple of issues like a ball wedging in the mouth of the gun, and I'm trying to push it in, and the ball that jammed halfway down the barrel. It's not an exact science what I'm trying to do here. The idea just occurred to me that I could try for a run and gun video of just what they did in movies similar to Last of the Mohicans, The Patriot and such. They used flintlocks there. However, the concept of it is not that different with this one. So, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and if you want to see me do any alterations or other versions of this test that might work better or work differently, I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. And until then, looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.